Hello dear student, welcome to the DAV Moil Public School Sitasangi. I am your computer teacher and this is standard 7. And in this video we will going to take a revision on the evolution of computer part 3rd. In this video we will see the 4th generation and 5th generation to the beyond, present to beyond. Okay. So now let's start with the 4th generation. After the introduction of a third generation of computers in 1964, the fourth generation of computers was introduced in 1972. The fourth generation of computers lasted till 1980s. The defining feature of these computers was fact that these computers were based on the technology of microprocessors. If you don't know what a microprocessor means, let us tell you what it means. A microprocessor is used in a computer for performing any arithmetic and logical functions. These functions are performed in various programs. The graphics user interface, that is GUI technology, also found its way in the fourth generation of computers. This technology was exponentially exploited to offer more comfort to all its users. Some examples of 4th generation computers are PUP11, IBM 4341, Star 1000 and DC10. Now let's look at some benefits that were provided to users who bought 4th generation computers. Those benefits are mentioned below. These computers did not require a lot of maintenance. All the different types of high level language could be used in these computers. These computers were smaller in size as comparison to other computers of the previous generations. The heat generated is almost negligible. These devices perform faster computations. There are also some disadvantages that were still present in 4th generation computers. Some of those disadvantages are: more advanced technology was required to make integrated circuits. Air conditioning was still required in many cases as integrated circuits were still present. The design and fabrication of microprocessor was very complex. It is interesting to note that the 4th generation computers also were used a very large scale integrated, that is LSI circuit. These very large scale integrated circuits had about 5000 transistors and many other circuits elements. This was in addition to associated circuits on a single chip. These also resulted in the development of microcomputers of the 4th generations. The 4th generation computers were more powerful, reliable, compact and affordable than ever. These computers also gave rise to the personal computers, that is PC revolutions. The computers of these generations evolved time sharing and distributed operating system, and real-time networks were also used. These computers used all the major high-level languages like database means DBase, C++, and C. These computers had pipeline processing, and the concept of the internet was also introduced at the same time. Computers were also more commonly used at this time than ever before. See student, I will show you the how looks the microprocessor, and the second image is it will use the microprocessor when it build. Okay. See students, this chart will show you the some hardware characteristics, software characteristics and other features that we already discussed. Okay. Yeah, where this is in a table format. Now let's start the 5th generation, so that is present and beyond. The 5th generation of computers began in 2010. There are many experts who state that 5th generation computers can still be found to these days. The computers of this generation were mainly based on artificial intelligence. The primary aim of the fifth generation computers was to build a device that possessed the ability to respond to natural language input. These computers are also capable of self-organization and learning. According to experts, the fifth generation computers are mainly based on ULSI, that is ultra large scale integration technology. This technology resulted in the production of microprocessor chips. These chips had 10 million electronic components. Some examples of the fifth generation computers are laptops, desktop, ultrabook, Chromebook, and notebook. These computers are more reliable and work faster than ever. These devices are available in different sizes and come with the unique features. And another great feature of these devices is that these devices have more user-friendly interface. These interfaces also have various multimedia features. However, these devices also required very low level language. There are many experts who also claim that these devices are doomed and will make human beings dull. It is interesting to note that the VLSI technology was replaced with ULSI, or that is ultra large scale integration, during the fifth generation of computers. The ULSI technology was responsible for the production of microprocessors chip. That the high level language used in these devices are C, C++, .NET, and Java. These devices also included in technologies like game playing, neural networks, robotics, natural language understanding, natural language generations, and the development of expert systems to make decisions in real life situations. This technology also led to the advancement of parallel processing, advancement in superconductor technology, more user-friendly interface with the multimedia features, and availability of very powerful and compact computers at cheaper rates. This way we see the fifth generations, that is present and beyond, the artificial intelligence. Here are in the table I will show you some hardware characteristics, software characteristics, and other features which is we already discussed. Okay. Now again towards the Tobo. The Tobo says, what is the future of technology? Then teacher says, tech trends. Then Tobo again asks, what is that, ma'am? Tech trends, the innovating in the digital era. Then teacher says, there are new technologies that are currently developing or will be developed over the next 5 to 10 years. There are technological trends that are innovating in the digital era, like robotics, wearable devices, tech tats, which attach to the skin like a temporary tattoo, mind reading machines, virtual reality or virtual world, artificial intelligence, big data or cloud computing, Wi-Fi, wireless charging standards, technological advancement in rural areas. So in this way we will discussing in this video and the previous videos also the evolutions of computers. Okay, and what are the generations of computers and what are the advantages and disadvantages of that generations. So in the next video we will going to the further part of the lessons. Okay, till then have a good day. Thank you.